We got another Tip Tuesday video for you guys today. This is all about when you should leave or stop playing at the blackjack table. But first off, welcome back to the channel. This is A1 Blackjack, the channel where I teach you how to count cards fast. All right, so I got this question, I think on Instagram the other day, and someone said something along the lines of, when should I stop playing? How do I know how much is enough to be up before I can call it quits for the day? And I responded with something along the lines of, that's not quite how we think about it as APs or as advantage players. In fact, it's been said that when you play blackjack for advantage play, or if you're an advantage player, or professional and maybe even, is that from when you start that date until many years probably later, till when you end, you want to treat that entire time as one big long session. Why? Okay, so why do you do that? And the reason why is as long as you're playing a game that has a positive expected value, it does not matter how much that you are up or down when you are playing that next bet, as long as you're playing a game that has positive expected value and you have a big enough bet spread, then you will be likely to make money in the long run. Now, will it take thousands and maybe even more, tens of thousands of hands to get to the long run? Absolutely it will, okay? And are you gonna lose some in the short term? Probably, okay? And you're probably gonna lose and win. At any given session, you're probably gonna be up or down, several hundred or thousands of dollars at a time. But over the long run, you will win more as opposed to lose. And so that's why, as you think of it from starting day one until the end of your career, it's going to take many, many, many hours to get to that long run. All right, now, I don't think this is quite what they were asking, but when should you leave for the day? All right, if that's your question, then I would say there's probably a couple reasons to leave. One, if you can no longer mentally think clearly enough to place the bets correctly or to play perfect basic strategy and perform all the deviations that you need to, based off of the true count and things like that, no longer being able to add or subtract or divide perfectly, then you should probably call it quits for the day. All right. In other words, if you're getting too tired, so that would be a great reason to leave for the day. Secondly, maybe it's time for lunch, right? Go get some lunch if you need to feed your body. Don't get too dehydrated at the tables. It's really easy to not drink water or to get a little bit dehydrated because you don't want to have to get up and use the bathroom all the time. Please stay hydrated, all right? That's going to help out your mental abilities to keep doing the math correctly. All right. Now, what about a non-blackjack reason? A lot of us got into AP play because we wanted to create a schedule that, we control. And so if that's you, maybe you want to go spend time with your kids for the day. You do not have to come play blackjack. All right. That's why you did this. You don't want to be tied down to a normal scheduled job. And so if you want to be free for the day to go do whatever you need to do it, all right? That's part of the appeal of playing professionally in terms of advantage play, all right? Now, that said, you probably don't want to give up a really good game, and if it's only going to be around for a certain amount of time, or maybe one night a week they have a special promotion or things like that, you probably do want to go play during those times, all right? Don't forfeit that opportunity. So take advantage of what's available to you, but at the same time, be smart about it, all right? And then lastly, I would say is that you also don't want to get up and leave. You don't want to back yourself off, basically. So let's say you're playing and you think that the pit boss is calling someone and they're having surveillance check on you. All right, maybe they're even staring at you while they're on the phone. Especially if it's a trip that you've made somewhere else that's not your local casinos. All right, don't just get up and walk away right then. Make them back you off. All right, I was reading a book recently. It was the 21st Century Card Counter by Colin Jones, and he said that there was a casino he was playing at where they were pretty certain that they were feeling some heat, and he and his teammates, but they got up and left. All right, and they found out later that at this particular casino, they didn't back you off. They didn't back off card counters until they were over six figures or $100,000 in. All right, so they could have been playing the whole night, the whole probably next week until they accumulated that much money. So again, never back yourself off. Make them do that. All right, it's probably a little scary at times, but you know, you can probably handle a tap on the shoulder and someone telling you that they don't want your action anymore. All right, you just say, all right, sounds good, and you get up and leave. All right. That said, one more piece of advice is when you do go and play somewhere, whether it's you make a blackjack trip or at your local casinos where you need to be a little bit more conservative, make a plan. Make a plan and stick to it. All right. If you go and you kind of diverge from that plan, that probably isn't the best idea. All right. Unless it's to get more expected value than what you were originally hoping for. If you kind of quit early or do something that would cause you to lose some expected value, that's probably not too wise. And so again, make a plan, stick to it, especially when it comes to your bets spread, your size of betting, and things like that, and maybe even the number of hours that you're going to play. Now, you can't control when the back offs come, but make a plan and stick to it. All right. Hey guys, this is another tip for you today on this Tuesday. If you don't want to wait until next Tuesday, if you want to be a part of my Patreon, I drop these videos a little bit early on there, so you can go ahead and check that out. The link is in the description below. Hey, maybe leave a comment down below as to what another tip that you would like to see is. But until next time, this is A1 Blackjack.